What if you're just not built for success? Now, most people, most self-help, most self-improvement gurus will tell you you have agency. It is your responsibility and you can do this. I was just like you and now I'm successful. But what if you can't, man? Like literally, what if there's no free will and like everything you do is predestined? Or let's not say it's predestined, but it's just completely and 100% influenced by the accumulation of everything that's happened in your life. And every choice you make, you almost like it wasn't a choice because you were always going to make it. We are humans. And honestly, I want to be as intellectually honest as I can. I want to take my pride and ego down, and I cannot logically come to the conclusion that free will exists whatsoever. Let's not argue free will, because if you believe in free will and you want to type a comment about how free will exists, it just sorry, I'm overcomplicating things in my head. If you believe in free will, me saying this alone is not going to convince you. Why? Because certain words I say are going to trigger responses within your body and your brain and your nerves that are going to make you feel some type of way, and you're going to want to type a certain comment, and it's just not going to do anything. But these people online, all self-help, all self-improvement, everyone making content, they all rely and they all this content comes with the premise, the idea that we have free will and that we can. But it's really not that obvious, and that's something society needs to acknowledge. It's something people just assume because it's consistent with who they are. It's consistent with them judging people because I can judge people because it's their choice. But what if you literally can't? I make videos all the time, and I can't logically come to the conclusion that free will exists whatsoever. And right now, I feel like that's closer to the truth than anything. But I also feel the need to try to change people's lives. Even though I can't, based on my own human logic and understanding, come to the conclusion that free will exists. I can't do it, but I still live with that assumption, and I still make videos as if free will exists. I don't know why, but I always overcomplicate things. I always say what this guru says isn't always right. What I say isn't always right. And I claim and I talk so much about specific circumstances and how different people need to take different actions and believe different beliefs in order to hopefully make a change for their lives. Because self-improvement content isn't enough. For a lot of people, it will change something. But to truly be successful, the numbers are completely stacked against you. And most of you watching this video will not achieve whatever your version of success is. You just won't. It's almost like not up to you. Like, for all these people who are successful, they needed to have specific circumstances in place so that their genetics, like, so their body and brain and their genetics interprets those circumstances and it creates action and manifests into action that makes them have beliefs and habits about the world that makes them the type of person that is successful as a byproduct of who they are. Now, I'm saying a lot of mumbo jumbo. And if I'm going to simplify this is, who are you to know free will exists? And what if it doesn't? What can you do about it? You don't need, this is what you can do about it. Because a lot of you, at the end of the day, the truth is most of you are not going to be successful. But the good thing is, you don't need to be successful. You need to be fulfilled. And if free will doesn't exist, you can't even incorporate this advice, but I'm going to try anyways, because maybe you can't become successful, but maybe you can incorporate these things that I'm about to teach you. And it's radical acceptance. We suffer more for wanting, we suffer because of a circumstance, and then we suffer an extra amount because of our reaction to that circumstance, because we want not to suffer, because we go, why me? Why is this hurting, man? I want this to go away. But if we just sit with the pain, we'll just feel the pain and not the extra pain. If we go and we're riding our bike and we fall and we scrape our arm, it's like, we go like, oh, dang it, man, I hate this. But it's just, you're suffering more than you need to. You're suffering the physical pain plus the psychological pain. By the way, these things are way easier said than done. And if you can practice radical acceptance, like you're probably gonna be the type of person that can achieve success anyways. But yeah, you don't need success to be fulfilled, and if you don't have success, then the only way to be fulfilled is acceptance and gratitude, which it's not even your choice. But if you can level up the ability of acceptance and gratitude, you're probably going to be a million times more likely to even be the type of person that can achieve success. There's just so many paradoxes and contradictions that are not true and true at the same time, this world, and it's just so freaking hard. And so who the flip are you to know, man? And who am I to know? I'm speaking with a lot of conviction because this is episode 100, because I upload a video every day and I try to get better at speaking to the camera. I'm kind of fake because I only act in this way in front of the camera. Maybe it's me practicing who I'm trying to become. Maybe it's me being performative and being the type of person that people in YouTube want me to be. I don't know. I'm practicing. I do want to get better at speaking to the camera. If I have a lot of conviction, I don't know anything, man. If you want to criticize me, normally it hurts. I need to practice the ability to deal with hate and criticism better. I need to improve my ability to deal with criticism. But man, if you want to criticize me, like, breathe, take your ego down and do it from a constructive place. Like, I don't know, like literally acknowledge the fact that humans are automatically defensive. And I don't know, like, compliment me. Like, who am I? Honestly, I know this sounds extremely weird. I'm telling you, before you criticize me, compliment me. I know how that sounds. I need to be able to articulate that better. Maybe put it and say certain things so you agree with me or you want to do it, and use psychological tactics for you to be like, okay, makes sense. But I'm probably saying things that automatically trigger you to want to criticize me. And I'm weird, and it's fine, man. It's so complex. My life would probably be better if I just simplify things. So yeah, what if you can't make it, man? What if you can't? Because most of us won't. That's nothing. No gurus will tell you this, and they'll tell me I'm wrong. I'm taking my pride and ego down. I can't believe I'm wrong. And if you want to bring Christianity and free will into this, I need to look better into it, but even in the Bible, free will isn't as explicit as you may... It's not as explicit and obvious as you think it is. Even in the Bible, to be honest, I haven't read the whole Bible. I've looked for answers on what the Bible says that maybe free will is, and it talks about choice. Trust me, maybe there's choice sometimes, but is it really free choice? And I'm not even arguing that just because God knows what's going to happen that you don't have free will. That's like a basic argument. And oh, look at me defending my need not to be basic because I don't want to be basic and I don't like basic people. This is so complex, and I don't know if anyone else is still watching, but what if you can't make it, man? Most of us won't. I believe I will. But I have had specific circumstances and I have specific genetics, plus the accumulation of specific circumstances and the accumulation of specific circumstances and genetics that I have dealt with allow me to have the illusion of the will required to become the type of person that has success and fulfillment as a byproduct of who I am. Okay, well, that's it. God bless you. If you believe in love, then you're closer to believing in God than you think, because God is love. I love you. Don't criticize me, man.